why I was like, what is going on?
And second in runners caught stealing during his career. Academically, he's been a member of the athletic directors list, the dean's list, and the Sunshine State Conference Commissioner's honor roll. He is a graduate with a degree in communications and is currently pursuing his MBA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pembroke Pines, Florida, Matthew Menendez.
What's their numbers?
After coming from Mercer County College in New Jersey, our next senior.
I'm not gonna lie though, when you graduate, like the music kind of gets to you.
Average, while striking out 34 in 31 innings.
For college,
I don't know about college.
Yeah, high school it did.
Yeah.
High school is like sitting around.
Well, I was gonna say when I graduated high school, I was happy. I don't know how college is gonna feel.
I was happy, but at the same time, I was like, damn, like this is it.
Yeah, it's a big transition.
Yeah, because you were the same people for 4 years.
Yeah. I guess college you're more so ready to just get out.
You kind of like just it's. I mean, yeah, you have friends there, but you're kind of on your own.
Yeah.
Next up is a graduate transfer from Eckerd who joined the team this year. He has held down the hot
Mason
corner for the
blockers
Bucks,
on the
starting 45 games and batting .291 with 19 runs and 25 RBI. A former member of the SSC
Over under 8 runs allowed.
More. For leadership and academics with the Spartans.
That's a lot, bro.
Graduated with a degree in communications. He is currently pursuing his master's at Barry in sport management. Ladies and gentlemen, from Liverpool, New York, Joe White.
I was saying you say Liverpool, England.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what?
I was like, we have someone from England on our.
Can't wait for them to announce my guy McLaughlin.
Stop.
My favorite pitcher.
Next up is a 3-year letterman from Mercer County College. Appearing in 114 games with 109 starts, mostly at shortstop. He has batted .290 with 71 runs, 27 doubles, 9 homers, 69 RBI, and a .373 on base percentage. He helped the Bucks turn the Bucks' only ever triple play as a sophomore. An exercise science major, he is on track to graduate in May. Ladies and gentlemen, from Warminster, Pennsylvania, Sabi Delgado.
Damn, we're losing a lot of seniors on the baseball team too.
Yeah.
What sport are we gonna be good at next year?
To be honest with you, I really don't.
Next up is a graduate transfer from Southern New Hampshire, where he played in the D2 World Series last year. He has started in all 45 games this season. In right field, batting .313. He leads the team with 45 runs scored, walks with 43, and is second with 24 stolen bases. After graduating from SNHU, he is pursuing his MBA at Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Bronx, New York, Barry Vargas Segura.
Wiley, you're producing this game?
Yeah.
Okay. Before each break of inning, I'm going to read one of these seniors.
Senior letterman after transferring from Bowen Gloucester, our next senior has appeared in 82 games, making 81 starts. A .318 hitter, he has scored 60 runs and driven in 53. He walked 52 times to boast a .434 on base percentage while stealing 14 bases in 19 attempts. A criminology major, ladies and gentlemen, from North Brunswick, New Jersey, Felix Diaz.
It's like the 10-hour version on YouTube of the song.
Another senior transfer, this time from nearby St. Thomas. Our next senior has started 44 games in center field, leading the team with 6 homers and 29 stolen bases, while batting .262 and drawing 22 walks against just 16 strikeouts. He hit a walk-off home run against number 3 Catawba in February and has been perfect in 99 chances in the outfield. Sport management major, he looks to graduate in May. Ladies and gentlemen, from Miami, Florida, Kendry Noriega. starts while batting .330 with 6 doubles, 16 runs, and 20 RBI. He's been a member of the Dean's List and the Athletic Directors List at Barry and looks to graduate with a management degree this May. Ladies and gentlemen, from Riverview, Florida, Leanthony Santiago.
Where is he?
Next up is a transfer from Ryan Stratton in his 3rd season with the program. He has seen limited action with the varsity, going 6 for 3 this season, but batted .330 with 32 RBI at BNS. A member of the Dean's List and the Athletic Directors List at Barry, he looks to graduate with a degree in exercise science. Ladies and gentlemen, from Miami, Florida, Leo Vasquez.
Wait, these people are not here?
Are they not here? Two of them back to back. They're not here.
Our next senior joined the team last year from Salem Community College and has appeared in 72 games, making 62 starts. The 2-8 year, he scored 46 runs, driven in 38, with 6 homers and 26 stolen bases while playing all 3 outfield spots. Chemistry major, he looks to graduate in May. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, New Jersey, Nick Toms.
Alright, the music getting kind of annoying.
Our next senior transferred from the Twin Brooklyn, also spending time at Alabama, Birmingham, and Palm Beach State. Playing in 26 games with 18 starts, mostly behind the plate, he has batted .263 with 12 runs and 13 RBI. Member of the Dean's List in the fall of 4 years, he has graduated with a degree in management. Ladies and gentlemen, from Key Biscayne, Florida, Albert Espinosa. Our next senior also started in the junior varsity program before advancing to the big club during his time with the Bucks. He has appeared in 21 games, making 10 starts, going 7-1 with a .258 ERA. He looks to graduate with a sport management degree this May. From Miami, Florida, Johnny Vasquez.
It's 300.
Yep. This was earlier. It's crazy. Look. That's how much it was raining. Wait, he hit the wall.
They drive in the rain?
Yeah, they had wet tires,
What the?
and they're going 200 in those.
That's
But
insane.
he hit the wall. His biggest back tire. That's a Ferrari.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know they drive in the rain.
It it can't be like it can't be heavy rain. You play Fortnite?
I used to. Not really anymore.
A new season in Star Wars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They made the whole map of Star Wars. It's pretty cool.
You play?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
They added like the skins too.
We'll wait till right to they're about to throw first pitch. All right. Yeah, your headset's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of weather in the area, but we're ready to get going, and it's senior day at Fine Bloom Field in a doubleheader right here, 4 p.m. Second game should be about 8 o'clock p.m. Barry hosting Tampa. Daniel Torres alongside Daniel Horowitz. We thank you for joining us on the SSC Digital Network, and through the breaks I will be mentioning our seniors who will be departing the program. And moving on, as this one is flied up and caught for the first out. So let's set up the scene for you. A 20-1 thrashing victory last night for Tampa over the Buccaneers. That improved their record to 39-6, 23-2 in the conference. For the Buccaneers, it dropped them 23-22, 11-14 in the conference. And softball took game one of their doubleheader. They're up in Tampa. Now let's see what takes place here this afternoon with our doubleheader.
Yeah, you mentioned 20-1. Tampa is not number one in the SSC conference for nothing. This is a really good team. All their hitters on their lineup are hitting at least 280 or higher. A good pitching rotation as well. It's going to be a tough match for Barry, but definitely trying to stay more competitive than they did yesterday.
As Diaz, who's had trouble with low throws, bobbled it once again, and Saladino's aboard. Let's take a look at how Barry lines up defensively. It's Jimmy Bruno at second, Harry Vargas-Segura at right. Center field is Kendry Noriega playing first, Felix Diaz. Short, Savi Delgado. Out and left is Nick Toms. The DH is SB Albert Espinosa. Catching behind the plate is Matthew Menendez. Over at third is Joe Wykin on the mound for your Buccaneers. In game number 2 of the series, but game number 1 of this doubleheader is Mason Blocker, as J.D. Urso is at the batter's box.
Now last play, just a routine ground out, or what should have been a routine ground out, but like you said, Diaz not able to handle it at first, which he has had times struggling this season fielding those throws over to first base. So just unfortunate. You can't make errors like that, putting free runners on base for Tampa, especially when they have such a dangerous lineup.
Yeah, especially against this team. They will make you pay. And we saw yesterday, even their backups coming in, I think around 4th, 5th inning, they were able to hit the ball well.
J.D. Urso hitting .350 on the season. Second highest, or third highest batting average on this Tampa lineup. An OPS over 1,000 as well.
Pickoff throw to first. Menendez trying to catch a runner, but it's safely in there.
He almost got him too. Saladino taking a big lead off of first base. Has 6 stolen bases this season. He's been caught twice. Almost made it a third there.
3-1 count, and there's a strong swing and a miss. It's going to be a full count, 3-2. Runner is going. It's chopped up the middle. Bruno can't get it at second. Throw to first. 2 gone. But Saladino makes it to second.
They put the runner in motion on the full count, which is pretty common, and he's able to avoid the double play because of it. Still a good job by Mason Blocker, though, to come back from the 3-1 count and get 2 away in the inning. That'll bring up Woodburn to the plate, hitting .380. This is the highest batting average of any Tampa hitter. OPS over 1,000. He's got 14 extra base hits this season, so a dangerous hitter up to the plate with a runner in scoring position for Tampa.
1-0 count. So Tampa takes the series in softball against Barry 2-1. Tampa winning the second game with a doubleheader, 3-1. Galhouse with the win, taking it away from Rosenberger. So I think Barry has put themselves in a good position for softball to get into that NCAA regional.
Yeah, they definitely should. They've had a great season all year long. They were ranked nationally a couple times this season.
2-2.
Good slider there by Blocker. Low and away, draws the swing and a miss. We'll see if he goes back to it. 2-2 count, just one more pitch to get out of the inning.
Fouled right back into the net.
He did go back to the slider. Caught a lot more plate than the last one did. Woodburn able to foul it off. Still a little behind the pitch, though.
Here's another foul. Wind up in the delivery, chopped right back up the middle. And off the glove of Salvi. Runner is going home. Here's the throw. It's blocked off by Blocker. And unfortunate for the Buccaneers, but Tampa's going to get on the board first, making it a 1-0 game.
Again, some defensive problems from the infield. That was not a routine play at all. Tough one for Delgado to make, but if he can at least block the ball, it'll be an infield single, but it will not allow the run to come in. Instead, ball goes to the outfield, the run comes through. And that'll be unearned as first base runner of the inning reached off an error as well.
And Savi, who is going to the base. That one got through just because he was moving over. The runner was moving, and unfortunately, it went right through that gap of where he was. And now runners at the corners for Tampa.
Yeah, unfortunate timing in placing. He would have been right in position to field that ground ball. But like you said, he's going over to cover the bag to account for the runner trying to steal, and the ball's hit right by him.
Kickoff throw. Not in time. Kevin Carstetter, the DH, has a good chance to double the lead. Strike counted.
Blocker already a 20-pitch first inning. Not how you want to start the game. As we mentioned, Tampa can hit really well in the offensive end, but he hasn't gotten much help from his infield either on the defensive end.
This one popped straight up in the infield. This could do it. Savi Delgado under it for out number 3, but one run does come across the board for Tampa. They strike first. Buccaneers due up with Jimmy Bruno kicking things off. Here is Jimmy Bruno getting us going in the bottom of the first, where the Bucks already trail 1-0. Tampa getting on the board. Ball one down low. Let's take a look at how Tampa lines up defensively. Out in left field is Jordan Williams, shortstop. Nico Saladino, third base. J.D. Urso. Braden Woodburn over at second. Out in right field is Edgardo Villegas. DH is Kevin Carsetter. Out in first is Cole Russo. Catcher behind the plate is Santiago Garavito. Center fielder Maddox King. And on the mound for the Spartans is Skylar Gonzalez.
Yep, right-hander on the mound for Tampa. A 4.11 ERA on the season. 7-1 record, though. He's been one of the better pitchers for this staff this year.
Swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout for Jimmy Bruno, and it's to put one out on the board.
Shows why. Quick 4-pitch strikeout to start against a good hitter in Jimmy Bruno. Goes with the off-speed pitch low in the zone back-to-back to put away the leadoff bat. That's the 52nd strikeout of the year for Skylar Gonzalez, coming in 70 1/3 innings pitched.
And fouls this one back. Puts one strike on the board.
Gonzalez does have a pretty high whip, tends to allow hits. 1.46 is his whip on the year. He's allowed 81 hits. So the Bucks have a chance to string together base runners if they can get bats to the ball.
That's another foul ball. Straight back into the net.
But you don't want to be down 0-2 against Gonzalez. It opens up a lot of his pitches.
Rounded over to second. Routine play, throw over to first. That's 2 outs.
2 quick outs for Gonzalez. He's gotten ahead of the first 2 batters that he's faced, and that's going to be the recipe for success for him today. If he can stay ahead of these batters, he's going to avoid walks and avoid trouble for the most part.
Brings up Kendry Noriega. Now, yesterday, Tampa put 3 runs in the first, and Barry was able to get runners with 0 outs on second and first, but could do nothing with it, and that's honestly one of the best opportunities that they had all night. But here they're facing a different situation with 2 outs.
And down just 1 this time. Did come on 2 errors, so an unearned run.
Wind up and the delivery for the 1-1, and swing and a miss by Noriega, strike 2.
9 seniors in the Buccaneers starting lineup today. Of course, it is senior day today.
That was close, but give it a ball, make it 2-2. And it is our last broadcast of the year. A little bit of a sad day, and we'll be back in August. A little bit of time off for us. This one's chopped up to short. Throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 for Tampa. Nothing going for Barry offensively. We head to the second. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry University, the Buccaneer Athletic Department, and the Bucks baseball team would like to take this opportunity to recognize a very special cohort of 13 men playing in their final games at Fine Bloomfield this season. So we'll start off with a 2-year letterman after transferring in from Rowan Gloucester. Our first senior has appeared in 84 games, making 83 starts, mostly in the middle infield with 59 runs, 28 RBI, and 10 extra base hits in 303 at-bats. He has posted an outstanding .410 on-base percentage. Another excellent student who made the Dean's List in the fall both years. He is a business management major, and from Haddon Heights, New Jersey, Jimmy Bruno. Welcome back to the SSE Digital Network. Top second, Tampa leading 1-0, looking to add to their lead in this top half.
Seven, 8, 9 due up for the Spartans. See if Blocker can work a quicker inning than the first after throwing 22 pitches in that frame. Allowed an unearned run. 1 hit, 2 errors.
Two one is your count. This one hit into that gap in left center. Hobbling over to second. Here's the throw to Bruno, but he's not going to get the tag in time, and it is a lead-off double.
Tom's cut it off before it got to the wall. It looked like they would have had a chance at second base with Rousseau, but throw wasn't the best towards the infield, and Rousseau was able to leg it out for a double.
Yep, and here's Santiago Garavito hitting .281 on the year.
And .281 is good for the lowest batting average on this Tampa Spartans lineup, which if your lowest batting average hitter is .281, that's pretty good.
I'll tell you what, Mason Blockers had a much better start so far than Billy Ike did yesterday.
See if he can work around this leadoff double, always tough. And he's falling behind 3-0 here to Garvito.
Wind up and delivery inside, and that's a walk. So, runners at second and first for Spartans.
Tough walking the number 8 hitter there in 4 pitches. Wanted to try and get some outs there in the bottom of the order. Instead, going to potentially turn it over to the top of the order with a couple men on and nobody out.
Here's a bunt. Back to Blocker. Throw over to first. He's able to get one there, but the runners do successfully move over. So the sacrifice paid off. Runners in scoring position at third and second.
Yeah, it's a good butt by King. Does the job. Brings the runners over. And like I said, now turns it over to the top of the order to one of the most dangerous hitters in this lineup. Jordan Williams 0 for 1 today. But the switch hitter is hitting .370 on the year.
Chopped foul. A little pitch was a little bit inside. Went towards the Tampa dugout.
4 left-handed hitters in this Spartans lineup if you count Williams, who's switch hitting lefty now.
Here's the pitch from Blocker inside, blooped up. Salvi's got it and caught for out number 2. Big out number 2 there, and it holds the runners.
That's pretty much best case scenario. Good pitch high and in the hands. Jams Williams inside, forces that pop-up to the shallow outfield, and like you said, holds the lead runner at third base, not allowing him to tag up and score.
Here's Saladino looking to double the lead for the Spartans, maybe even triple it. Up high, ball 1 from Blocker. Outside again, trying to get that outside part of the plate.
Yeah, switched up the approach, going up against Jordan Williams in the last at-bat where he was kind of hammering pitches inside, got him to jam one for a pop-out. This time he's working outside against Saladino. 3 straight balls, though, to start the count.
And it's a walk here. It'll be a bases-loaded situation for Tampa. That one gets in there for a strike.
Urso and Woodburn are the 2 hitters awaiting if he does walk here.
Had a piece of that one. Stays alive and is at bat. This one hit, but foul. Full count. 3-2. Here's the pitch from Blocker. And gets the strikeout. Two stranded for Tampa. They were threatening to score, but Mason Blocker gets out of the top of the second. And our next senior is a 4-year letterman after transferring from UCF, playing in 129 games, including 112 starts, mostly behind the plate. He has flashed an exceptional glove and arm, ranking 4th all-time in fielding percentage, 2nd in runners caught stealing during his career. Academically, he has been a member of and the Sunshine State Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll. He graduates with a degree in communication and is currently pursuing his MBA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pembroke Pines, it's Matthew Menendez. Felix Diaz in the batter's box, watching ball one go by.
Diaz hitting .358 on the season, OPS nearing 1,000.
Thought about it, held back. Good idea, because it's ball 2.
Good job to get ahead here. Diaz in the 4 spot, the most dangerous hitter in this Bucs starting lineup today. Usually hits back-to-back with Merkle Turner.
Rounded right back up the middle, over to second, the routine play to first, and there's one gone.
Sharp contact, but Woodburn is right in position to make the play. Hugging close to that second base bag.
Here's Savi Delgado, shortstop. Outside and low for ball 1. This one gets the outside part of the play to even the count.
Really good front door pitch. Breaks into the zone last second against the right-hand batter.
Up high. So 4.04 ERA, 144 whip for Gonzalez. This one grounded over to short, bobbled, and Savi Delgado is going to get on first. So he takes advantage of an infield grounder not handled properly.
Looks like they're going to score that one in the error, too. Was a tough play, I will say, for Saladino. Had to come in and approach that slow roller. But he does mishandle it and then scored an error. So 3 combined errors by both sides already. And we're not through 2.
Trying to show bunt is Toms.
Tom's hitting just .220 this season with runners on base, .253 as a whole.
1-1's your count. Here's the bunt attempt again. Throw over to first, not in time.
Good job by Tom's trying to lay one down, but holding off of pitches outside the zone, getting ahead in the count here, 2-1.
And swing and a miss by Tom, strike 2. Albert Espinosa on deck. Popped up, that's going to be foul. Player to watch for the Buccaneers is Felix Diaz.
And we'll see if they give Turner a shot later in the game if the hitting woes continue, trying to get a spark off the bench.
This one hit shallow right and caught for out number 2. I think that one would have been fair if it would have fallen.
It was close on that right field line.
Now here's Espy coming to the plate. Watch ball 1 go by.
Delgado, 4 stolen bases on the year as he leads off of first base. Not as prolific of a base stealer as Segura and Noriega, who hit earlier in the lineup, but see if they try to advance him into scoring position. Gonzalez does have a bit of a slower windup, although he speeds it up, pitching out the stretch.
He's facing a 2-0 count right now. Ooh, this one nearly tags him. It's a positive 3-0 count. Ball 4, so Espinosa is going to head over to first. 2 outs, 2 on for the Buccaneers. They'll bring up Matthew Menendez.
First earned base runner allowed by Gonzalez comes via a walk. Now 2 on for Menendez, the senior catcher. Hitting just .213 this season. .257 with runners in scoring position, though.
Pop straight up, but that's going to be in foul territory. Yeah, lands right into the walkway of the grandstand.
That took quite the bounce off the concrete.
Oh, 1 count. And Menendez swings early. That's strike 2.
Gonzalez really hammering pitches outside to right-handed hitters so far. Has a good run on that fastball.
And he strikes out. Put down on strikes. 2 stranded for the Buccaneers. They continue to trail 1-0 heading to the 3rd. a 3-year letterman after coming from Mercer County College in New Jersey. Our next senior has appeared in 39 games out of the pen, holding opponents to a .252 average while striking out 34 in 31 innings. A criminology major, made the Dean's List and Sunshine State Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll, and as an undergraduate, he is now pursuing his master's in public administration. Ladies and gentlemen, from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, Colin McLaughlin.
Blocker in the last inning to work around some trouble on the base path. Allowed a leadoff double, then had runners in third and second with only one gone in the inning and allowed no runs.
1-0 count.
Had a great strikeout to end it.
This one grounded fair past White. Rounding first, heading for two. Here's the throw. It's going to be not in time. Another leadoff double for Tampa.
Starts this inning the same way he started the second, and now he has the tough task of working around it once more. He's playing with fire against a good Tampa lineup. Here's Woodburn, .378 average on the season.
Yeah, I think Barry has done a good job so far being able to limit to one run against Tampa, but for your offensive, you need a score. You can't hold it like this forever because eventually Tampa will get that run.
Also, you can't keep allowing base runners because eventually that big rally is going to come for the Spartans. And they're going to run you out of this game. Blocker approaching mid-40s in terms of pitch count. You're just in the third.
And this one fouled.
He's doing a good job of getting ahead of hitters, though. Only one walk to this point. Hasn't been in a ton of three-ball counts.
One, two, right back at us at the net. We'll go at it again.
Woodburn's been late to the last three pitches. Looking to sit on something off speed.
Blocker looking at the runner at second. This one chopped over to Delgado at short. Goes to first. It's high. It gets by to the Tampa dugout, and a run will score for the Spartans. And you just looked at that play. You knew trouble might be coming. Delgado hesitated, throwing over the third, and in a hurry fired over to first, and it was just way too high.
Yeah, that's going to be error number 3. So 2 unearned runs now allowed by the Bucks, and the infield continues to struggle defensively. Like you mentioned, he just peeked over at that lead runner for a second, and that affected the throw over to first. It's always tough to get that lead runner going from second to third, especially on a slow ground ball. So there you just have to commit to getting that out at first base.
Here's Edgardo Villegas, 1 for 1 this afternoon. Runners going, throw to second, it's low, but there is Not a tag. The ball got through. Runner's going over for third. Here is a throw. Safe. So Tampa gets the runner all the way to third with no outs.
And they did it with no hits either. 4 errors already in less than 3 innings.
And again, this is not something that you can have occur against this Tampa team because they will make you pay. Outside.
Woodburn has reached on 2 errors so far.
Grounded to second, throw to first, and that throw was a little bit almost off the bag. Here's the first out. Another run scores. Well, it's going to be 3-0 Spartans.
So 3 runs have come in, still none earned against Mason Blocker. Again, he hasn't pitched poorly so far, just not a lot of help from his defense, particularly in the infield.
Grounded over to Bruno at second, collects it, throws the first, 2 gone.
Bucks defense able to get a couple routine ground balls and make the plays finally.
Outbatting first baseman Cole Russo.
Brings up Cole Russo. Nobody aboard.
Russo last time up led off the second inning and doubled.
Outside, ball 1. Low again. 2-0.
Blocker nearing 60 pitches here in inning number 3. Expect him to go 5 to 6 today. Bucks do have some senior pitchers in the bullpen they'd like to get to.
That one was inside and low. 3-0. Down middle, it's time to strike. Right down the middle again. So, full count.
A couple of good comeback pitches by Blocker to draw it full here.
And Blocker works back for the strikeout, but 2 runs across for Tampa to make it a 3-0 game. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is a graduate transfer from Eckerd who joined the team this year. He has held down the hot corner for the Bucks, starting in 45 games and batting .291 with 19 runs and 25 RBIs. Former member of the SSC Commissioner's Honor Roll at Eckerd. He earned the James R. Hartley Award for Leadership and Academics with the Tritons as he graduated a degree in communications. He is currently pursuing his master's at Barry in sports management. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from Liverpool, New York, Joe Wyke. Speaking of Joe White, he's going to get us going in the bottom of inning number 3 with now the Buccaneers trail 3-0. This one is hit well, and it's going to be foul. Had the distance to be a home run, and unfortunately just falls foul.
First plate appearance today for White.
Here's another foul, so he's behind 0-2.
Couple of no-hit innings to start for Skylar Gonzalez. Walked 1, and another runner reached off an error. But he's kept his pitch count down, and he's worked a couple pretty good innings so far.
Oh, this one is going to hit White. He enthusiastically throws his bat, and he's heading to first. So a leadoff hit by pitch.
And Gonzalez got close to hitting a batter in the last inning. That one creeps inside. Seems like he doesn't have too much control over that inside pitch. He's been throwing heavy outside to right-handed hitters so far today, and every time he goes inside, he's had some issues with command.
Brings up the top of the order in Jimmy Bruno. That pitch outside to Bruno for ball 1.
Bruno for 1 today, struck out to lead off the game.
Lined up and the delivery on the floor for ball 2. Bruno leans out of the way, so he's in command 3-0. Would be huge. It gets a walk here, and there's 2 aboard with no outs.
Yeah, again, inside pitch misses big. Gonzalez has already walked 1 and hit 1.
Bruno showing bunt. This time's a strike. As a pitcher here, you want to try to work it to a full count. Chopped. Over to the third, gets the runner at second. But Bruno gets the first. White will be heading to the dugout, and there's 1 out on the board.
Really nice job by J.D. Urso to come in and field that slow chopper. Quick trigger onto second base to get that lead runner out. It was a tough play. If he doesn't make it in time, could have been no outs for Tampa.
It was definitely a bang-bang play. One low inside on Segura. And for sure, if he didn't execute that perfectly, that could have gone in the outfield. Inside again on Segura.
See some frustration by Gonzalez, just not able to locate his pitches here in inning number 3. I believe that's already 8 balls thrown in this inning, just 1 out.
Outside 3-0. But he has gotten to 3-0, but he's been able to work himself back into at-bats. Thing is that really something you want to gamble with each at bat?
Yeah, now you have to challenge hitters, and Segura hitting 300 on the year might give him a pitch inside the zone that he can turn on. Bruno leads off of first with 19 steals on the season. Not the biggest lead at the moment, but we'll see if he takes off here in a 3-ball count.
Up high, ball 4. 2 awards for the Buccaneers with 1 out. And there's going to be a mound visit, and rightfully so for Tampa. You have that 3-0 lead. You don't want to allow Barry to close the gap. It is only the bottom of the 3rd, so still young into the ball game.
It's unfortunate for Gonzalez and the Spartans. 4 runners have reached for the Bucks, none of them off of hits. It's just an issue of not being able to hit inside the strike zone, getting behind hitters.
And it's got Kendry Noriega coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today, but he is hitting .253.
And if you're Gonzalez, you have to get this out against Noriega, because in the 4 spot is Felix Diaz, who's hitting .356 on the season. And you don't want him getting a chance to drive in runs at the plate.
And a double play ball would be chef's kiss for the Spartans.
Force open at every base except for home. Noriega grounded out his last time up.
Strike delivered.
Fortunate call for Gonzalez, might have clipped the outside of the zone.
One grounded foul, third base line, so Noriega behind 0-2.
Man, that was a challenge pitch by Gonzalez. He was tired of throwing balls, just decided to throw one inside the zone, and Noriega turned on that one. Absolutely smoked it down the third base line, just foul though.
Soft grounder to first. Step on the bag. That's out number 2. Thought about throwing a second, but decides to play it safe. Steps on the bag. 1 does Russo, but runners advance to third and second. Let's see if the Buccaneers can get on the board. And Felix Diaz, Flex Diaz as we call him, would be in the position to do so.
Yeah, here's Diaz, and this is the man you want at the plate with a couple of runners in scoring position. He's hitting .339 this season with the runners in scoring position, .342 with runners on. And he can make this a 1-run ball game with 1 swing of the bat.
One 0. Low 2-0.
You do have a base open if you're Gonzalez. Don't want to throw something in the danger zone here for Diaz to be able to drive in these runs.
Strong swing and a miss for the first strike.
Diaz nodding his head. He wants that one back. Could have done a lot of damage to that pitch. 2-1. Let's see if Gonzalez challenges him again or goes for the intentional walk.
Wind up and the delivery. Swing and a miss to even the count.
Battle right here. Diaz, a couple big chops and misses in the last 2 pitches.
This one hit out into center, but it doesn't have enough. It's caught 2 stranded for the Buccaneers. It's still a 3-0 ball game going to the 4th. And next up is a 3-year letterman from Mercer County Community College, appearing in 114 games with 109 starts. Mostly at shortstop, he has batted .290 with 71 runs, 27 doubles, 9 homers, 69 RBI, and a .373 on-base percentage. He helped turn the Bucks only ever triple play as a sophomore, an exercise science major. He is on track to graduate in May. Ladies and gentlemen, from Warminster, Pennsylvania, Savi Delgado. Welcome back to the SSC Digital Network. Daniel Torres alongside Daniel Horowitz. Top of inning number 4 at Fine Bloomfield. The game was delayed. It was supposed to be a 1 p.m. start. As this one by Garavito is grounded to White at third, throw to first, and there's one gone. It was inclement weather in the area, and we got going at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a windy day in Miami today. Had the rain earlier. It's blowing the smoke from the grill towards us, making me hungry.
The barbecue grill, always a specialty at Fine Bloomfield.
Hey, you're already one burger down.
I am. Lengthy weather delay definitely makes you hungry. This one hit foul towards the Tampa bullpen. 0-2 is your count.
Blocker out for inning number 4. He hasn't done a bad job today. It's just been a lot of struggles by the defense behind him. 3 runs have come in, only 1 earned. He struck out 2.
This one grounded to short. Delgado collects it, throw the first. And Diaz, the umpire says, keeps his foot on the bag, and it's out number 2.
Well, we said earlier how Diaz has had some issues over at first base in the fielding department, but that was a great play by Diaz. Throw was a little off mark by Delgado, but he reaches, extends, and keeps that foot on the bag. Keeps the bases empty here with 2 outs.
Right down the middle, great pitch from Blocker. Like you said, all of his runs have been unearned. And that's where we are right now with a 3-0 score line. Not necessarily that Mason Blocker has been pitching bad, but those errors on fielding, those mistakes have cost him the 3 runs. Up high, outside.
Chance to work a 1-2-3 inning here for Blocker, first of the game. And you look at the last inning, Bucks had 2 runners in scoring position with their best hitter up in Diaz. Sharp line out to center field, just unfortunate.
In the dirt, so it's even count at 2-2.
Good job by Jordan Williams, lays off a couple tough pitches after being down 0-2. He's drawn 23 walks this season. He's got a good eye in the box.
Swing and a miss, and there is the strikeout from Blocker. A 1-2-3 for the Bucks. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is a graduate transfer from Southern New Hampshire, where he played in the D2 World Series just last year. He has started in all 44 games this season in right field, batting a .313. He leads the team with 45 runs scored, walks with 43, and is second with 24 stolen bases after graduating from SNHU. He is pursuing his MBA at Barry. From the Bronx, New York, Harry Vargas Segura. quick top half for the Buccaneers defensively, and we get started quickly by Savi Delgado, hitting it past short into left field and a leadoff single.
Well, we talked about it in the top of the fourth. It was an unfortunate ending to the third inning for the Buccaneers after they stranded a pair in scoring position, but a good start to this inning with that leadoff single by Delgado.
Here's Nick Toms.
See if Toms can take advantage of that. It's the first hit of the game for the Bucks.
Outside, ball one.
Gonzalez did a good job of working through the jam in the last inning. Faced first and second with one out and got 2 consecutive outs, including a strikeout. He has 2 so far.
And right to the glove and a throw to first, and it's a double play. Tom's upset with himself, hitting the bat against the ground. That's unfortunate for the Buccaneers.
Well, I'll tell you, the Bucks have not gotten one fortunate bounce today. I mean, they've had a few struggles on the defensive end fielding balls, and on the offensive end too. You had a sharp hit ball by Diaz in the last inning that was fielded in center. Sharp hit ball to third base right there that was fielded by J.D. Urso and leads to the double play.
Strike to Espinosa. Strong swing and a miss for strike 2.
So looked promising with that leadoff single, but now 2 gone, nobody on the base path. And Gonzalez can make it an unconventional 3 up, 3 down. Ahead 1-2 here against Espinosa.
There's the strikeout. Espinosa doesn't swing the bats. Tampa with that big double play sends us to the 5th, still with the 3-0 lead. And here we are with a 2-year letterman after transferring from Rowan Gloucester. Our next senior has appeared in 82 games, making 81 starts, a .318 hitter. He has scored 60 runs and driven in 53. He walked 52 times to post a .434 on-base percentage while stealing 14 bases in 19 attempts. A criminology major from North Brunswick, New Jersey, Felix Flex Diaz. Nico Saladino is the guy for the Tampa Spartans to start the top of the 5th. Still with that 3-0 lead. He'll be facing Mason Blocker.
Yeah, 5th inning for Blocker, 68 pitches prior to that one through 4.
This one looped opposite way. It's going to fall foul.
Blocker worked a 1-2-3 inning back in the 4th, including a strikeout. He's had a strikeout to end each, or 3 of the first 4 innings.
It's 2 balls and 1 strike. This one ripped into right, and it's going to fall and find grass, and he's going to get on with a leadoff hit.
Tale of two sides. Felix Diaz had a hard hit line ball that was fielded in center field with no issues. That one is hit line towards right field, but falls right in front of Segura and drops for a base hit. So Tampa will threaten with the leadoff single. It'll be up to J.D. Urso to start building up a rally here.
Definitely has not been so far as dominant as it was in Game 1 last night.
It's definitely hard to repeat a 20-1 in baseball.
Popped up into the infield. Bruno searching and caught for out number 1.
And again, we've said it a few times, but I'm really impressed with the way Blocker has pitched today against a really good Tampa lineup. It's not going to look too great on the scoreboard overall with the 3 runs allowed, but 4 hits is not too much damage. Only 1 earned run to come across, and he's really kept his team in the game.
Up high.
Woodburn 0 for 2, reached on an error in the first.
Blocker checking the runner over at first.
Actually, Woodburn's reached on 2 errors so far.
This one hit up the middle to center, but caught for out number 2.
Well, something goes the Bucks' way that time. Well hit ball by Woodburn, straight to center field, though Noriega doesn't have to move off his mark much and puts it away for a harmless second out.
That one falls into the zone beautifully for the strike. Down low, evens the count. Count it, rid of the strike.
Villegas single in the first, RBI ground out in the third. It's behind 1-2 here. Blocker has ended 3 of the first 4 innings with strikeouts. Can you do it again?
Grounded over to Diaz at first. Gonna step on the bag. 1 stranded for Tampa. We're going to the bottom of the 5th as we talk about another senior here as a senior transfer. This time from St. Thomas. Our next senior has started in all 44 games in center field, leading the team with 6 homers and 29 stolen bases while batting .262, drawing 22 walks again. It's just 16 strikeouts. He hit a walk-off homer against number 3 Catawba in February and has been perfect in 99 chances in the outfield. A sport management major. He looks to graduate in May from Miami, Florida, Kendry Noriega. hopefully they emulate what you just said. You said let's score here, and that would be great to start off the bottom of the 5th. It's Matthew Menendez that gets things going for the Buccaneers. Inside for ball 1.
I have a tendency for speaking things into existence here on the broadcast. Not usually the way I intended.
Usually in negative ways. Strike, 1-1.
Only one hit so far for the Bucks. It's been a good outing from Skylar Gonzalez. He has walked a couple.
Strong swing and a miss for the second strike.
A little over 60 pitches on the day for Gonzalez. Still well on pace to go into at least the 6th or 7th inning.
And he strikes out.
Great
Menendez
sequencing.
sat down.
Great sequencing by Gonzalez there. Goes with the pitch upstairs that draws the swing from Menendez, and then low and away to challenge him and switch up those levels for the strikeout. That's strikeout number 4 of the day for Gonzalez. He started the day with an ERA of 4.11. It's now down to 3.87.
Right back to the pitcher. That's out number 2.
How about that reaction speed?
Wow, oh man. Faster than a Formula One driver, and that fits this weekend for sure.
Batting, second baseman Jimmy Bruno.
JD Urso came over to check on Gonzalez. He's like, I'm all right, man. I got it.
Inside on Bruno. Ball 1. Strike delivered.
Pretty good day to be a Spartans defender. They haven't had to do much with Gonzalez on the mound, especially in this inning. Big chase and a miss. Gonzalez ahead here again. Good first pitch strike percentage today from Gonzalez. He's getting ahead of hitters aside from those 2 walks. Bruno.
Chopped foul, so 1-2.
Bruno 0 for 2 today in the leadoff spot, hitting .293 on the season.
I'm outside, so all even.
That comeback fastball has been money for Gonzalez against right-handed hitters today. He's gotten a couple strikeouts off that pitch.
Oh, he's going to fall behind. 3-2. And there is the strikeout from Jimmy Bruno. Nothing going, no score there for the Buccaneers. Inning number 6 coming up. And our next senior has rose up the ranks from the junior varsity program to the big club. During his time with the Bucks, has played in 35 games, making 22 starts while batting .330 with 6 doubles, 16 runs, and 20 RBIs. He has been a member of the Dean's List and the Athletic Director's List at Berry and looks to graduate with a management degree this May from Riverview, Florida. Lee Anthony Santiago. new inning, getting late in this first game of the doubleheader in Miami Shores. Top 6, Carstetter gets us started. Spartans still with that 3-0 lead. Honestly, again, if it wasn't for those mistakes, probably be 0-0 right now.
Yeah, it would be at the worst 1-0 if it wasn't for the errors. 4 of them by the Bucks defense.
This one finds grass in the left field. It's a leadoff hit. Carstetter points towards his dugout.
Blocker is putting a lot of pressure on himself. That's the 3rd inning in this game he's allowed a leadoff hit. 2 of them doubles, this one a single. That'll bring up the left-handed freshman Russo, hitting .295 on the year, 1 for 2 today. Doubled back in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd.
Lined but foul.
Carstetter has some speed on the base path, 11 stolen bases on the season. He's only been caught twice.
Yep, count it for a strike. So behind the count 0-2. Runners going. Menendez throws the second. There's the tag. Safe! And Savi Delgado can't believe it. So can't Jimmy Bruno.
Yeah, Carstetter was definitely safe at second, but that was a really close play. He got in there just in time. But you could just see him leading off of first those last 2 pitches. He was itching to steal. That's the 2nd stolen base of the day by Tampa, and Blocker hasn't really done much to try and limit the Spartans' running game.
Grounded to Bruno at second, and it gets by him. And trotting all the way home for the score. It's 4-0, and another run comes in because of a mistake with fielding. And it's very frustrating. These are routine ground balls.
Yep, that's the 5th error of the day, and unearned run number 4 for Tampa.
Now batting the catcher, Santiago Garavito.
There's a meeting at the mound between the infield with Garavito coming up. And on a day like today where Barry's offense so far has not been able to get around to the plate and score, you can't have that happen.
And Blocker's done his job. He's drawing a lot of weak contact from the Tampa hitters. He's struck out 3, and he's not much of a struck out pitcher. At least he hasn't been this season. So he's done his job today, but once again, the defensive issues continue to be a reoccurring theme. And now the offense has to play a lot of catch-up on the other side.
It's a 2-0 count. Runner on second.
Blocker nearing 90 pitches. Could be his last inning of work.
Pitch was up high. Make that 3-0. That one does find the zone for the strike. Grounded past Wyke in the left field. And runners at the corners for the Spartans as there's a number of personnel heading out to the Buccaneer bullpen. I only imagine they're going to start getting someone warmed up.
Yeah, Rousseau had to hold up off of second as that one was almost hit into the glove of Wyke. Gets past his diving glove. So Rousseau has to hold up at third. And now it's runners on the corners, nobody out. Like you said, if Blocker gives up a hit or a walk here, it could be the last hitter he faces.
Strike.
Corner infield in for the Bucks.
Oh, this one could have been dangerous. Looked like it was about to tag King. Oh, low, and Menendez keeps it in front of him.
White has a good glove over there at third base. If something's hit to the hot corner, you gotta like the chances of a double play.
Here's a 3-1.
Cannot walk the number 9 hitter here. Have to have a challenge pitch at 3-1. Try and get weak contact and play.
This one is hit well, and that one's not coming back. It's over the fence for a 3-run homer for Maddox King. And it's going to be a mound visit. It's going to make it a 7-0 ball game.
Well, that's the opposite of the weak contact I was hoping for, but Blocker does throw a challenge pitch there at 3-1 right down the middle of the zone, and King turned on it to left field, clobbered it about 380 feet at least over the wall.
And you knew it right off of contact, off of that bat. You knew that one was not coming up. And again, you got to take advantage of your opportunities. I mean, Barry's had chances, and again, have been able to capitalize. And again, the fielding mistakes, and this is what happens.
And that's what happens when you get behind hitters, right? I mean, runners on the corners, you can't afford to walk the number 9, so you have to throw something in the zone, and that leads to danger. Bucks don't make a pitching change, though. Blocker remains in here in a 7-0 ball game.
And listen, this is not the number 1 team in the conference. This is not the number 1 team in the country for nothing. Williams was trying to show bunt. Pulled back, it's ball 1. One, and Williams says, I don't know if I like that call. This one hit out into center. Noriega's backtracking. It's another home run right by the American flag, and Jordan Williams solo shot is going to make it 8-0. Back-to-back homers for the Spartans.
Turning into batting practice here in inning number 6 for Tampa. Home run number 5 for Jordan Williams. He has the power out of the leadoff spot, shows it off that time. That one was hit even more than the last one from King into left field.
That's a far part of the ballpark to try to get a homer, but he gets it done and extends the lead to 8. DJ Price is pulling. Mason Blocker will have a pitching change. We'll be right back. Colin McLaughlin, your new pitcher for Barry. Top of the 6, no outs. Seen 5 runs come across. Back-to-back home runs for the Spartans with Nico Saladino in the batter's box. A 1-1 your count.
Yeah, Colin McLaughlin getting the first call out of the pen here on senior day. And looked like Blocker was doing a good job of limiting damage there through 5 innings, but things have completely unraveled here in the 6th.
Swing and miss by Saladino. Second strike.
Saladino 1 for 3 today, single back in the 5th inning.
There's the strikeout by Colin McLaughlin, and 1 away.
Strikeout number 10 for McLaughlin this season.
Here's J.D. Urso, 1 for 3 this afternoon. 350 is his average. Strike counted.
Good curveball there. First pitch by McLaughlin. Curveball falls right into the lower portion of the zone. Sets up a couple avenues here in pitch 2 of the at-bat.
This one hit out into right and caught for out number 2 by Ari Vargas Segura.
It's a bit fortunate, though. That curveball caught a lot more plate than the first one did. That was right down the middle, and Urso got pretty good contact, but it's flied out towards right field. Two quick outs, though, for McLaughlin, who has had a tendency to allow runs this season. 17 earned and over 13 innings pitched.
Strike the ball, sorry.
That is where you want the curveball, though, low out of the zone. Try and draw a swing and a miss from the hitter.
Just outside, 2-0. Bases Braden Woodburn. Chopped. Foul. Out 1 strike on the board.
Woodburn 0 for 3 today. It's only a matter of time before he gets going, though. He's got 54 hits on the season and less than 150 at-bats.
Strike 2, evens the count.
Really good pitch at the knees here. 2-2 for McLaughlin.
This one hit. Well, it falls into the gap. Going for 2 is Woodburn, and he's going to get there with a 2-out double.
Well, I said it, matter of time before Woodburn gets going, and he does it with the double to left field there. Again, it's just too many off-speed pitches that catch too much of the plate, allowing easy opportunities for the Tampa hitters. 2-2 count, you've got a couple options. Can go off-speed, low out of the zone, try and draw a swing and a miss from the hitter.
And it brings up Edgardo Villegas.
1 for 3 today is Villegas.
That one is hit well out into right. Up against the wall. It's going to be another run. Villegas is going to get an RBI double. It's now 9-0. Well hit ball by Villegas. That one could have had an opportunity to go over that right field fence.
Starting to look like the pregame batting practice for Tampa.
Here's Kevin Carstetter. Strike delivered.
Just when you thought the Bucs were faring a little bit better than yesterday, it's been an impressive 6th inning by Tampa. Stringing together extra base hits, especially 4 extra base hits in just this inning alone.
Foul tip back, but it is going to be strike 2. That one gets past Menendez, and the runner is going to advance to third.
Carstetter singled in the 6th inning, which is this inning, so Tampa has batted around.
And there is the strikeout by McLaughlin, but it was a long top of the 6th. 6 runs come across. It's 9-0 for the Spartans. And next up is a transfer from Bryant and Stratton, his 3rd season with the program. He has seen limited action with the varsity squad, going 2 for 3 this season, but batted .330 with 32 RBI at BNS, a member of the Dean's List and the Athletic Director's List at Barry. Looks to graduate with a degree in exercise science from Miami, Leo Vasquez. Bottom of the 6th, and once again, like yesterday, Buccaneers have a tough uphill battle in this game. It's a 9-0 score line with Harry Vargas Segura starting us off as he hits this one well and falls. And the wind kind of knocked that ball down in the shallow right. Leadoff hit.
Well, a lot of work to do, like you mentioned. It was a big 6th inning by Tampa. 10 hits on the day, 9 runs now. And 4 of the first 5 runs were unearned, but after that, there was a lot of good hitting to drive across the next few. Bucks have stranded quite a few base runners today.
Outside, ball 1.
As Gonzalez is back out for his 6th inning of work. It's been a great outing. 5 strikeouts today for Gonzalez. Only 2 hits allowed.
This one is hit well. It's carrying. Warning track. It's not signaled as a home run. It's going to be a double. It looked close to being a home run.
Well, that's got to be the best hit double I've ever seen. It bounced off the red lining of the top of the wall. No discussion from the umpires. Just going to rule that a double.
Hey, regardless, it puts Barry with 0 outs. Both runners in scoring position with Flex Diaz at the plate.
And Noriega doesn't score on that from first because he thought it was a home run, so he wasn't really legging it out.
And that definitely got the crowd to make some noise here at Fine Bloomfield. Diaz takes strike one looking.
Diaz was up to the plate earlier in the game. Inning number 3, he had runners on second and third. He lined out to center field. This time comes with nobody out.
That one almost hits Noriega. That's one run for sure for the Buccaneers. And they're going to get on the scoreboard. There's an RBI for Flex Diaz.
Diaz always comes up huge in those situations. 333 with runners in scoring position this season, and he comes up with a clutch single again. Smoked it towards left center. And he drives in a run. Good chance for Delgado here to keep the rally going, too, with runners on the corners.
Here's Savi Delgado.
Delgado 1 for 2 today, singled in his last plate appearance back in inning number 4.
1-0.
It's looking like the inning that the Bucks finally knocked Skylar Gonzalez out the game.
Two O's your count, and there's a mound visit here, and let's see if there is a pitching change, if that will be it for Gonzalez. Just one run brought in for the Buccaneers, but it's the best offensive effort we've seen so far.
I think it's a good mound visit here, trying to get Gonzalez to just catch his breath here in a 2-0 count. It's good to catch it early because the last time Gonzalez lost command back in the second inning, he walked a batter, hit a batter, struggled throwing strikes. So here just a 2-0 count, still a chance to work out of this damage. Of course, with an 8-run cushion, there's a lot more breathing room here. But good mound visit. Gonzalez is going to stay in here and trying to work out of runners on the corners. Nobody out. He's down 2-0 to Delgado.
And that concludes the mound visit. Runners at the corners for Barry.
Diaz at first with 8 stolen bases on the season. Noriega at third with a lot of speed.
Inside, called strike to Savi Delgado.
That was a big pitch by Gonzalez to not fall behind 3-0. Catches the very inside corner of the batter's box. Now back in the count at 2-1.
Outside. That could have gone to the backstop. Grounded to short. It's one at second. Throw to first on time. It's a double play for the Spartans, but another run comes across for the Buccaneers. 9-2.
6-4-3 double play, and it was a great job to kick it off by Saladino at the shortstop position. Fielded it with no problems and then threw off balance to second base in time.
Brings up Nick Toms with 2 outs. Little blooper. That's gonna fall foul in a nice sliding attempt.
So 2 outs after that double play. Good chance for Gonzalez to get out of this inning, just allowing 2, which would be a success with the way things started. Following that timely mound visit.
That one's going to be behind the grandstand. It's going to be strike 2, though.
Tom's 0 for 2 today. lined into a double play in the fourth.
Grounded to short. Throw to first. That's the third out by 2 runs for the Buccaneers. Come in. It's a 9-2 ball game going to inning number 7. Our next senior joined the team last year from Salem Community College and has appeared in 72 games, making 62 starts. A 280 hitter, he has scored 46 runs, driven in 38 with 6 homers and 26 stolen bases while playing all 3 outfield spots. Chemistry major, he looks to graduate in May from Pennsville, New Jersey, Nick Toms. Here's Cole Russo at the top of the 7th. It's a 9-2 ball game. If you're just joining us on the SSE Digital Network, Buccaneers just getting on the board in the bottom of inning number 6. Daniel Torres, your voice of Barry U Athletics, alongside Daniel Horowitz on senior day after a lengthy weather delay. This was supposed to be a 1 o'clock p.m. start. We got going at 4 o'clock p.m. And we still got one more game to go after this to conclude the series, and this is the final regular season home series for the Barry Buccaneers here at Fine Bloom Field. They have a road series to finish off the season next weekend at Nova Southeastern. And it's going to be a leadoff walk for Cole Russo as new pitcher on the mound for the Buccaneers. Spirito Ayajanda.
Getting the call on senior day. He's worked 20 and 2/3 innings this season, allowing 19 earned runs. And I'm not sure what the Bucs can do in the next one to keep it more competitive, but it's been 29-3 combined in the last 2 games here. Still not even done with this one. Definitely starts with the defensive end and pitching, though. Got to be more sharp.
You know, the pitching has been an issue. I don't think our starters have been terrible, but I definitely do think that fielding has been an issue.
Garavito 1 for 2 today, singled in the 6th inning. King on deck had a homer in the last inning.
Now batting the center
Big
fielder.
fly towards left center. So 2 aboard to start this inning. Not a good start to the frame for the Bucks after allowing 6 across in the last one.
And this is where we had the back-to-back homers start in the last inning.
I was going to say, you have to hope that King doesn't have the same pop in his bat this time around. Driving another 3. And Jordan Williams on deck, who, like you mentioned, had another home run back in inning number 6 as well.
That's a strike. That's going to be strike number 2.
Ten hits on the day for the Spartans.
That last pitch evens the count. Outside, so 3-2.
Could see King thought about swinging the bat there. If Benito's able to locate that pitch a little closer to the zone, he might be able to draw a chase and miss, but slider gets too far off the plate, and the count is full.
Little half swing, that's a fair ball. He tries to run back. There's the tag, and it's one away. Runners do advance to third and second.
It works as a sacrifice bunt, I guess. Half swing just chopped it towards that first base line.
Yeah, almost that half swing, and oh well, I guess we're going.
Now batting the left fielder, Jordan Williams.
Well, if you're me, you walk Jordan Williams here, or at least don't give him anything to hit. After the home run in the last inning, he's got 2 in scoring position, and you have first base open, so see if Benito gets aggressive here targeting the zone, or he tries to work around Jordan Williams. Definitely went inside the zone there. Check swing draws contact, so 1-1 the count.
Up high, ball 2.
I guess in a 9-2 game, you're not so much worried about working around hitters and just trying to get outs.
Swing and a miss strongly to even the count.
That one ran low and in by the feet of Williams. Draws the chase. Looked uncomfortable in that pitch. See if Benito goes back to it.
Out to White, looks at the runner at third, throw to first. There's out number 2, and the runners stay in their place. So that's a good time by Joe White. Good play.
That's a big second out. He said holds that runner at third base, and Russo brings up Saladino, and he gets a dangerous hitter, and Jordan Williams out in a big RBI spot. Now just 1 out from getting through the inning after walking the first 2 hitters.
Strike delivered.
Saladino struck out twice today, caught looking in the 6th. Struck out swinging in the 2nd.
That's a wild pitch. Flip over to Ayajanda, and the tag not in time, so a run comes across the plate for the Spartans. It's 10-2.
One pitch from getting out of the inning, and the inning is extended now after that one hits the backstop.
Here's Nico Saladino.
It's 30 runs in less than 2 games by the Spartans in this series.
This one hit in the back gap to the left center, and it's caught! What a catch! And that's going to end it, but another run across the plate. It's 10-2, and our next senior transferred in from Bethune-Cookman, while also pending time at Alabama, Birmingham, and Palm Beach State, playing in 26 games with 18 starts, mostly behind the plate. He has batted .263 with 12 runs and 13 RBIs. A member of the Dean's List in the fall of both years. He's graduating his degree in management from Key Biscayne, Florida, Albert Espinosa. It's time to stretch in Miami Shores. Coming out of the 7th inning stretch, Albert Espinosa is the leadoff hitter. Buccaneers giving up a run on the top half of a wild pitch from Benito Vallejanda. It's 10-2, your score here on the SSE Digital Network.
First call out of the bullpen for Tampa is Michael Alfonso. 2.35 ERA on the season and a whip just over 1. Comes in 23 innings of work this season. Powerful right-hander looks to contain the Bucs lineup through the later stages of this one, and he's got an 8-run cushion to do so.
Looped right behind the grandstand for strike 2.
Espinosa 0 for 1 today. Drew a walk in the 2nd inning, caught looking in the 4th. Alfonso struck out 19 this season.
And Espinosa, you're talking about strikeouts. There's one right there.
Make it 20.
Yep, that's out number 1 on the board. 0 for 2 this afternoon is Matthew Menendez, who's our next batter.
Alfonso's got a big fastball, so when he goes to the off-speed pitch in 2 strike counts, it's hard to account for the differentiation in speed. Caught Espinosa that time.
I think Menendez looked for a second there. He thought that was going to hit him.
Well, Menendez has struck out twice today, so hopefully he doesn't suffer the same fate. Big swing and a miss. Alfonso with some good stuff out of the bullpen early on.
Wind up and the pitch for the 1-1. Ball 2.
Didn't miss by much. Some good action on that curveball. Almost caught the inside corner of the plate. Good take, though, nonetheless, by Menendez.
Fouled back. Count even.
Fastball low on 2-2 sets up the tunnel for Alfonso to go with some off speed here below the zone.
So we're going to have a full count next pitch.
Menendez doing his best to avoid striking out 3 times today. Tough battle here between him and Alfonso. Full count.
And he gets the strikeout. Yeah, it's going to be out number 2.
10 pitches, 2 strikeouts, and a good way to start for Alfonso here in inning number 7. Bucks have just 7 more outs to work with.
Up high for ball 1 to Joe Wyke. There's the strike to even it out, 1-1.
See who gets the start for the Bucks in the last home game of the season after this one. Saw Ike pitch earlier in the week, last weekend.
Right back to Alfonso. Easy flip to first. It's a 1-2-3, bottom 7th. We are going to the 8th, 10-2, and our next senior started in the junior varsity program before advancing to the big club during his time with the Bucks. He has appeared in 21 games, making 10 starts, going 7-1 with a 2.58 ERA. He looks to graduate with a sport management degree this May from Miami, as well as Johnny Vasquez. Johnny Vasquez is the new Buccaneer pitcher to lead off the top of inning number 8. And J.D. Urso will be in the batter's box.
Bucks have kept each of their bullpen arms to 1 inning so far. I'd imagine to leave them open for the second game of the doubleheader. Vasquez, third arm out of the pen.
2 balls, 0 strikes.
He's got a nice sidewinder windup.
This one popped up, still playable, and no one's going to get to it. Ball's foul for the first strike.
That windup is especially tough to deal with for left-handed hitters. Changing the release angle, you have Villegas, a lefty, who's due up in the 5 spot this inning.
Outside, 3-1. All for it, so a leadoff walk for J.D. Urso.
Well, it's been 4 or 5 innings today that Tampa's been able to get the leadoff hitter on. And that speaks to their offensive production. When you can get runners on base early in the inning, it is hard to defend.
Here's Braden Woodburn.
Reached his first 2 at-bats off of errors, doubled in his last. That one's hit well towards right. Foul.
One fouled into the trees.
Woodburn has pushed hit a couple balls towards right field in the at-bat.
This one hit. And cut out there in center by Kendry Noriega. So it went away.
Attention please, pinch hitting for the Spartans, number 16, Dennis McCaffrey.
And here's a pinch hitter. It's Dennis McCaffrey.
Well, I said it earlier, Villegas would have been the only lefty that Vasquez faces in the inning. Instead, they go with the pinch hitter. And he relieves Villegas, who has 2 hits in this one, a double and a single. So it'll be all righties to face Vasquez unless Russo reaches the plate at the 7 spot.
Here's a blooper. Shallow center. And caught by Jimmy Bruno. Throw to first. It's not going to be in time. But there is 2 outs on the board.
Well, most of the good defensive plays by the Bucks today have come in the outfield. A few errors early on by the infield, but a few stellar plays from the outfielders. Had a good catch by Noriega in center field. And a nice play by Bruno that time to track down the shallow blooper towards right.
Ball 1 to Matthew Fogel, pinch hitter. Right back into the net. 1-1. Outside.
So Tampa going to the bench here in inning number 8.
Inside, not going to get the call, so another 3-1 count.
They went to the bench a little earlier in the game yesterday.
Play around the 4th inning. There's a walk. Well, 2 walks in this inning for Vasquez, and it's 2 aboard for Tampa.
Cheating for the Spartans, number 9, Joe Stella.
So 3 straight pinch hits takes out the lefty Russo, who doubled back in the 2nd, and that'll bring in Stella, who's hitting .429 this season, just in 28 at-bats. But he's been red hot when getting called upon.
Strike delivered on the inside portion of the plate.
Stella, a home run, 3 doubles this season, 10 RBIs, and an OPS well over 1,000.
Chopped foul.
That would have been trouble had it stayed fair. Could have scored 2.
Here's the 0-2, and opposite way, but foul towards the softball field.
10 hits, 5 drawn walks for Tampa today as a unit. They've struck out 5 times. And again have been the beneficiary of some errors by the Bucs defense.
And that one almost hitting Joe Stella. And foul towards Buccaneer dugout.
That one gets away and runners will advance. Wild pitch in consecutive innings. So Vasquez was up 0-2 to Stella. Instead now it's 2-2 count. Runners both in scoring position now. And he's going to have to deliver a good pitch to try and work out of this.
Here's the 2-2. Full count.
Good job by Stella to work back in the count. Started off falling behind 0-2.
And that's going to be ball 4, so the bases will be loaded for the Spartans with 2 outs.
Unfortunate for Vasquez, 1 pitch from getting out of the inning. That'll bring up Garavito, who follows 3 straight pinch hits by Tampa, but Garavito will stay in the game, playing the catcher position.
Up high on that pitch. Ball 1.
3 walks in the inning here for Vasquez. No hits allowed, but he's getting himself into trouble. Over 20 pitches in the frame. Needs a good pitch here. Can't fall behind 3-0. In danger of walking in a run.
Popped up, but that's going to be foul.
Kid's got a souvenir.
Yep, they were racing over to that ball. Close, it's not going to be called. 3-1.
That one looked like it hit the zone.
I definitely would have called that one.
Looked like a strike, but Vasquez has to settle in and come right back in the zone here on 3-1. Can't afford to walk in a run after walking 3 in the inning.
And it's ball 4. And they're going to walk in a run. And it's going to be 11-2.
Well, walk number 4 comes in. And run number 11 comes in.
And here's Maddox King. Already a home run in this game. And now he has a chance to do some serious damage with the bases loaded. strike. The umpire has really liked those inside pitches today. Has been consistent with that call. Popped up. Felix Diaz running over to make a play on it and gets it for the third out, but a run does come across, making it 11-2, going to the home half of the 8th, and our final senior transferred from Skyline Community College in California. He has appeared in 13 games on the mound, making 6 starts over the last 2 years, going 2 for 4 with 14 strikeouts and 26.2 innings. Communication studies major with a better than 3.0 GPA. He looks to graduate in May from San Francisco, California. We just saw him, Benito Valle-Janda. Bottom of the 8th, it's a new pitcher for Tampa. It's Braden Heidel. A little blooper from Jimmy Bruno. It's going to fall foul. It's going to be strike 1 on the board.
Last 6 outs for the Bucks. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Jimmy Bruno. 0 for 3 today, hitting .291 on the season now.
Up high, it's going to make the count 1-1.
There's not many times Bruno will go a game without reaching base. So we'll see if he can change up his approach here after previous 3 at-bats have resulted in outs. Braden Heidel, 3.6 ERA on the season. He's come in just 5 innings of work.
And the Tampa dugout wanted it. Not going to get it.
There's a couple things. Bruno holding up on the check swing and that pitch right outside the zone.
So we're going to have a full count.
There's another good take by Bruno. He's drawn 23 walks this season. 418 on base.
Little blooper into shallow center. It's going to fall. And yesterday, Jimmy Bruno had one just like that. Hey, it works.
Well, I just said it. Not many times you'll see him go a game hitless or without getting on base. He's never going to slug over 500, not going to hit with immense power, but Jimmy Bruno has a knack for always getting his way on the base path. And he's always a threat to run, too. 19 stolen bases on the year. He has been caught 8 times.
Up high, ball 1 to Harry Vargas Segura. 1 for 2 to date. All right, back into the net. Here's the 1-1. Outside, make that ball 2. Low. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Segura drew a walk in the 3rd, singled in the 6th inning. Boasts an impressive 934 OPS on the year.
Hopped up, that's foul. Behind the Barry dugout. Full count.
Back-to-back full counts, making this tough on Braden Heidel.
And that's ball 4. So 2 aboard for the Bucks, second and first with no outs. Brings up Kendry Noriega, 1 for 3 this afternoon.
See if Noriega can keep it going. Bucks have to put together quite the rally to even have a chance in this one. 9-run deficit. Noriega, a double in the 6th inning.
Oh, 1 pitch. 1-1.
Diaz on deck, Delgado in the hole. Some good hitters. If you can load the base for them, have a good chance at drawing in runs. Not too much command here by Braden Heidel in this appearance. First 2 hitters drew a full count. He's fallen behind 2-1 to Noriega, and now catcher Garavito will come up to give him a quick breather and talk through this at-bat.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Again, like I said, don't want to load the bases for Flex Diaz. Dangerous hitter, 358 average on the season, has a hit in this one. It's always a big responsibility on the catcher just to manage your pitcher as well. Make sure he's in a good spot and that you two are on track.
Bruno is going, and there's going to be no play, so it's going to be runners at the corners for the Bucks.
First time Bruno took off all day. He was waiting to get that timing down from Braden Heidel, and it's a double steal for the Bucks. Stealing 3rd base with no throw. Not many times you're going to see that.
Strong swing and a miss, and Segura goes for second. So both runners are able to steal and advance. And a full count to Kendry. Inside, Ball 4, bases loaded for the Bucks. And coming out, it's going to be a mound visit. It is an 11-2 ball game, so Tampa does have a good cushion.
Yeah, but looking like a quick outing for Braden Heidel. Like I said, you don't want to load the bases for Flex Diaz. He can take advantage of that for sure.
Even in a scenario where, let's say there's a grand slam, it still leaves the game at 11-6.
Delgado on the deck with Toms in the hole. This is the chance for the Bucks to try and get back in it. But like you said, it's going to take a lot, even more than a grand slam.
So that visit is over, and over to the dugout. So it's going to be 0 outs and bases loaded.
Here's what everyone was waiting for. Bags juice for Flex Diaz. 59 hits on the season. One of them came today with an RBI single back in the 6th inning. That pitch hit sharply right back to the pitcher. Heidel has trouble handling it. Will throw to home, gets one out. Throw to first is not in time. So Tampa almost turns the double play. Instead, it's only one gone. Spartans do get the lead runner, and the bases remain loaded. Good job by Heidel to stop that ball, though. Was going right back up the middle. Could have been danger for a base hit. Was able to stop it, and especially to get the out at home and limit any run damage from coming in.
There's like 3 of us. That's me, I guess. Yeah. Because he's also Danny, but I think he meant me. Yeah. Thank you.
So a 1-0 count to Delgado as he tries to bring in a run after Diaz couldn't do the job. That one's a low 2-0 count.
Yeah, it stays 11-2. Strong swing and a miss from Savi Delgado.
Delgado 1 for 3 today, single back in the 4th inning.
That one hitting the top of the net. So 2-2.
Grounded into a double play in the 6th inning, 6-4-3. If Heidel can do the same or elicit the same here, can get out of this bases loaded situation without allowing a run.
Grounded over the 3rd. It gets a tag for the 2nd out, but a run does score.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Makes it 11-3.
Both times, Spartans able to at least get an out of it. They don't get the lead runner that time, but they do get the runner going to 3rd. And like you said, brings in a run, but they've really done a good job to manage this inning here after the Bucks loaded the bases with nobody out.
Ball 1 to Nick Toms, who hasn't had a good appearance at the plate this afternoon, 0 for 3. Low, ball 2.
Diaz off of 2nd, Delgado on 1st.
This one hit by Toms. That's going to fall in the corner. 1 run will score. Savi is Crossing third, and another run scores for the Buccaneers. Nick Toms breaks his curse today, being 0 for 3. Gets an RBI.
There it is. Big two-out hit by Toms. Goes to the double in left center field. That wall's 360 feet deep. And it rolls all the way to the back and allows Delgado to score from first base. So 2 come in. 6-run game.
And there's going to be a pitching change for Tampa. That'll be it for Idle. That will take a break.
Seniors to talk about. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
That would be good in this case.
I want to kill him.
Attention please, now pitching for the Spartans, number 20, Eli Thurman.
Eli Thurman is your new Spartans pitcher. Well, the Buccaneers have brought in 3 in this bottom of the 8th, making it an 11-5 ball game.
5 runs in the last 3 innings by the Bucs offense. They've started to come alive, and it's 11 runs on 10 hits for Tampa. A lot of that self-inflicted. This could have been a lot closer of a ball game if they shored things up on the defensive end early on. Espinoza, 2 strikeouts in today's game. Drew a walk in the second.
Foul tip by Espinosa. 1-2 count. There is 2 outs. Runner at second is Nick Toms at that RBI.
Bottom of the order is hitless for the Bucs. A combined 0 for 7 from Espinosa, Menendez, and Wyke.
And Toms was going for third. He's going to have to walk back because that was a foul ball. That fan that was standing over there was really in some mass panic when she saw the foul ball heading her way.
Yeah, she had to play some dodgeball there.
In the dirt, 2-2.
Thurman, 4.81 ERA on the season. A little over 24 innings pitched. 26 strikeouts, though. Big strikeout pitcher is the right-hander.
Hit out into right. And cut for the third out. We're heading to the final inning of regulation. Bucks bring in 3 there. It's 11-5. Welcome to the final inning of game number 1 of our doubleheader. It's Jordan Williams with a home run today. He will be facing Douglas Shapley, new pitcher for the Buccaneers. That first pitch was a ball, so a 1-0 count.
Well, I said it last inning, but 11 runs on the day for Tampa on just 10 hits. A lot of self-inflicted wounds by the Bucs today that have kind of led to this game getting out of hand. Eight runs have come across in just the last 3 innings.
Two-one pitch from Shapley, and that's past Wyke. And it'll be a leadoff hit for Williams.
Yet again, leadoff hitter keeps getting aboard for the Spartans. Joe Wyke was playing close to home that time on third after he saw the bunt attempt from Jordan Williams, but smoked right past him at third base.
Here's Saladino. Big off throw to first to keep an eye on Williams.
Top of the Tampa order is going to see 6 plate appearances on the day. You know it's a good day when you get to bat 6 times in a game.
Runner's going. The throw to second, the tag. Safe, not in time on the tag from Salvi Delgado.
Third steal of the day for Tampa. Menendez has been just behind a couple of these base stealers on those throws to second. Kind of one-hops that one, and it's not in time. He's usually pretty good at throwing runners out, but Tampa has some legs on the base path.
Just outside to even the count.
Saladino 1 for 5 today, average just under 300 on the season.
In the dirt, and Williams decides to hold at second.
"65 stolen bases this season for Jordan Williams. That's an impressive mark for someone with his power.
Up high. 3-1 count. Shot foul, so we're going to get a full count.
J.D. Urso on deck, Woodburn in the hole. And this 1 through 4 for Tampa is really dangerous as there's another walk. Saladino will reach first.
Yep, and Spartans will have runners at second and first.
So that does bring up J.D. Urso, 348 average on the season, OPS over 1,000. 56 hits on the year.
It's going to be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Jake Griffith.
Oh, so that is 4th pinch hit of the day from Tampa. They'll let Urso do some more damage in the next game.
And that's a balk. Shapley, so runners are going to advance. Third and second.
Again, the self-inflicted errors continue to pile up for the Bucs. That takes out the double play and moves both runners into scoring position. As that one's lifted towards foul territory down the third baseline. Wyke getting under it and making the play. So big time first out to limit the runners.
What's wrong with you, man? Listen, you know, please pinch hitting for the Spartans. If it happens,
So we're going to get another pinch hitter here. Woodburn is relieved in the ninth. That pitch high and in on, almost hits him. But Harmon able to move out of the way. Harmon hitting 167 this year, 18 at-bats. He has 5 RBIs and 3 hits.
That's a strike delivered, 1-1. One out, Williams trying to score from third.
McCaffrey on deck.
Foul into the net, strike 2.
no, I just watched the game. And it's been 2 hours?
Low. That's going to even up the count.
You got to bomb this pitch. Both of you.
Inside. It's going to be interesting with 3-2 coming up.
He has first base open with 1 out here. So I don't expect something down the middle, although I do want to just get out of this inning already. Shapley, first inning of work for him this season. As that one's fouled off, count will run full to Harmon. Harmon just trying to put it in play here and score the runner from third, which is Jordan Williams. He has some speed, but he'll take ball 4 instead.
Yep, and the bases are going to be loaded for the Spartans.
So here comes McCaffrey. Came in as a pinch hitter in the last inning, 0 for 1.
Now batting the right fielder, number 16, Dennis McCaffrey.
And he's got a chance to drive in some more runs here. Just 1 gone in the ninth. It's been a tough inning for Shapley. 2 walks, 1 hit allowed.
Up high, ball 1 missing for Shapley.
It's never the worst thing to walk first base with runners on second and third and 1 out, because now it opens up the double play.
Chopped. White steps on the bag, throw over the first one. An amazing double play.
And there is the double play.
An amazing double play that's just going to end the top of the ninth. It's 11-5. Bucks get out of trouble there. Final 3 outs for Tampa coming up. we are, bottom of inning number 9. As here's a grounder from Menendez. Throw to first, and there's one gone, so that leaves Tampa with 2 more outs to go to claim victory in this game number 1 of our doubleheader.
Well, prior to that ground out, Menendez struck out 3 straight times to start this game, so at least he avoided suffering the same fate as the previous 3 at-bats. Here's Wyke, who was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning, lined out in the 5th, and grounded out in the 7th. Last 2 outs for the Bucks.
Right back into the net. Strike 1 on Wyke.
Eli Thurman remains in the game for Tampa to close this out after pitching 2/3 in the last inning. Just 7 pitches got him out of it.
You saw what Murr said?
2-1 to Wyke.
And foul, so 2-2. Inside. Full count coming up. And that's going to be a 1-out walk for Joe Wyke, and he's going to head to first.
That'll bring up the top of the order for the Bucks. Jimmy Bruno had a bloop single in his last plate appearance, first hit of the game. And he's coming up with a runner on base this time around.
Top of the order.
Just 6 hits on the day for the Bucks lineup. They are hitting .200 against Tampa pitchers.
And that's going to fall into left, and 2 aboard for the Buccaneers.
2 straight singles for Jimmy Bruno in his last 2 appearances. He's a great contact hitter, and he's starting to get it going later in this one. This portion of the Bucks lineup can always do damage. Bruno, Segura, Noriega, and especially Felix Diaz. Can't forget Delgado either.
Let's see what Harry Vargas Segura can do with the opportunity. Down low, ball 1 from Thurman, who's trying to bring home the victory.
Segura's reached on his last 3 plate appearances, 2 walks, 1 single.
Strong swing and a miss. That was low.
Bucks have some speed on base. Bruno, 21 stolen bases, stole 3rd earlier in this game, and Wyke with 11.
Thought about it, but it's inside. Ball 2.
It's a good take by Segura after swinging on the last pitch low in on the feet. Takes that one in the same location, gets ahead in the count, 2-1.
Strong swing and a miss from Segura.
Behind the fastball from Thurman. Big pitch here on 2-2. Trying to keep this rally going. Bucks down to their last life.
Grounded to third, and it goes right through his legs. Wyke is rounding third. Here's a throw to third, not in time, and a run scores. It's 11-6.
Here comes Noriega trying to keep the rally alive.
5-run game. Grounded at the second. Diving play. Throw over to first. 2 gone with a run scores. That was Bruno across the plate, making it an 11-7 game.
Incredible play by Turer, playing second base. Saves a hit there, would have scored 2 and kept this inning alive. Instead, it's down to 2 outs now.
And it brings up Felix Diaz. Runner on third, and Barry down to their final out.
Diving stop by Turer, though, going back to it. Stifles this late run by the Bucks.
Fouled back, strike 1.
Got to be encouraged by the run production late in this game, though. That's 7 runs in the last 4 innings to close this one out. Potentially gives them some confidence going into the second game of the doubleheader.
And that's going to get through, and that's another run, make it 11-8.
Well, the tying run is now on deck.
Here's Savi Delgado.
Tying run is not on deck. Where you see the tying run? Oh, I'm sorry. I was there. I was there.
And there's going to be a mound visit by the infield.
Well, they've left Thurman in for a while. Had to come in the last inning and get him out of a jam. And he's gotten himself into some trouble this inning. Over 20 pitches thrown by Thurman. And just a 3-run ball game. Got to think Tampa's wondering about putting a fresh arm in there. But they will leave Thurman in for now.
Gotten quite interesting, hasn't it?
Thurman facing 2 right-handers here in Delgado and Toms. Espinoza in the hole is switch hitter.
Fouled back by Savi, so that's strike 1. Strong swing and a miss by Savi, so he's down in the count 0-2. This could be it for Tampa.
Big fastball, powered it by Delgado, and when you have a hitter that late to it, go back to the well there with the heater.
Stays alive, barely fouling it off.
Yeah, another fastball. Delgado again late to it, that time getting a bat to the ball, though. Last strike for the Bucks. We'll see if Delgado can keep it alive.
Outside, ball 1.
One hit today for Savi was a single back in the 4th.
Outside, 2-2.
Couple of good takes. After falling behind 0-2, he's not chasing. He's waiting for his pitch, and he might get it here on 2-2.
Savi just trying to keep his team alive, keep his team in this. Wow, it's really close, and it's a full count. I honestly thought he was going to get him there.
I thought they were going to ring him up, too. Ice cold take, though, by Delgado. Full count now. Runner's going to be on the move with Diaz.
Popped up, but it's foul, and Diaz will make his way back to first. Grounded over to short. The throw to first. Dropped on the pick. 2 aboard for the Buccaneers. And it's going to bring up Nick Toms.
Tying run to the plate in Toms. He's 1 for 4 today. And he's a swing of the bat from making it a tie game.
And there's going to be a pitching change for Tampa. And with that, we're going to take a break. Things are getting interesting at Fine Bloom Field. Jacob Fletcher, the new pitcher for Tampa. Dyson Joseph running at first. And here's Nick Toms. It's an 11-8 ball game. Tying run is at the plate. There is 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Ball 1.
And Tampa has resorted to their ace out of the pen, Jacob Fletcher, 1.83 ERA this season. 4-0 with 22 strikeouts. They're putting in the best of the best to try and halt this Buccaneers run. 6 runs in the last 2 innings to make it a game.
This one, the line past third. Bases loaded for the Buccaneers.
Now I'm okay. Now you can talk.
I don't know why Diaz didn't round third there. It looked like he had a chance to score.
Nick Toms, I believe, will be heading the dugout. There's going to be a pinch runner. Brandon De La Pena is going to be that pinch runner. And here's Albert Espinosa on his senior day.
Hey, did Johnny pitch?
Espinosa has 1 home run this season.
And fouls this one off for the strike.
A second home run would walk it off here. And it would mount a 9-run comeback. 0 for 3 day for Espinosa, trying to change that.
Espinosa calling time, taking a deep breath. tie. 1-1. Good eye from Espinosa. Here's the 1-1 in the middle, but it's popped up. And caught for the third out, and that rally is going to end short for the Buccaneers. Tampa is going to take it. 11-8 for this first game of the doubleheader. With that, they advance to a 40-6 overall record, 24-2 in the conference. The Buccaneers fall even, 23-23, and 11 for 15 in the conference. We'll take a 30-minute break here at Fine Bloom Field, and we'll be back on the SSE Digital Network for game number 2.